Well, hello Cancers, welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarot. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked. The tarot reads are naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can. I do that by using this plain deck to bring in the star sign or the type of star sign of the person we are doing the read about. It will be a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Not every read can resonate with you. Maybe next week's one will, maybe last week's one will. Go and check out the playlists. They are all timeless, which means when you see them is when you need them. Okay, we are doing a read on the Death card, which came out for you in the All Signs overview I done on the 17th. It was the new moon. It was in Cancer, which means it's an emotional time for all of us. Some more than others. Some of us are dragging up buried emotions, things we thought we had dealt with, but we hadn't. We had just buried them so deep we ignored them. Okay, going with our Death card is the Hermit and the Sun. Okay, so the way I'm taking those split cards is the first card is what has died, and the second card is what is coming to replace it. Okay, and now I don't actually mean someone or something has died. It's a way of thinking, a way of acting. Maybe a cycle has finished, but obviously with every action there is a reaction. So when a cycle finishes, a new one will begin. In this particular case, so I just covered the Death card there, by the way, if you weren't sure. So in this particular case, it was a way of thinking. It was going inwards. It was not socializing. It was staying in all the time. It was thinking about where your life has gone wrong, this, that, and the other, and trying to work out what to do next and what is. So that's coming to an end, okay, with this little cycle. What is being replaced with it is happiness, security, warmth, okay? The Sun card is a big yes. If you had a question on your mind as I was doing that bit, the answer is yes, okay? So the way we'll do the energies is just there is going to be the Death card. It's going to clarify it a bit more. Just here is going to be how your person feels about the situation. Just here is going to be what the outcome is the universe is hoping for. Okay, so yeah. Oh, we're dealing with a Sagittarius. That's a Sagittarius, by the way. We will pull a card off the bottom of the deck to get an overall energy of the read as well. And that's how we do it. I think the way I'm going to clarify the Death card is I'm going to pull 4 cards with my clarifying cards. 2 will be what is died. 2 will be what is being replacing it. What is being born in its place. Okay, so we have got the Queen of Wands coming out for the overall energy. The overall energy of this is a passionate energy. It's a loyal energy, but only loyal to those who have proven loyalty to you, if that makes sense. So you won't be loyal to people who haven't earned it. Only loyalty to those who have earned it. It doesn't matter which side that is going for, okay? There is a little bit of deception along with this Queen of Wands, though. The Queen of Wands tends to, if you look at her face in this particular picture, she's very sort of stern and authoritative in that particular picture. But there is an element underneath that, which is a mask, okay? I have to be like this. I'm sitting in the throne. I'm in the power of, or I'm in a position of power. I have to look like I know what I'm doing. I have to look like I know what I'm talking about. I have to look like my answer is final. But behind it all is, they're not sure. Okay. So we have got a Page of Swords for what has come to an end and what is being reborn. We have got Temperance for how the Sagittarian feels about it. And we have got the 6 of Wands coming out for what the universe is hoping for an overall outcome. I say hoping for because we can all get in the way of the universe's plans with our own free will. We quite often do. It's one of the reasons the world is such a mess. Okay? If we all just followed the universe's plan and done what it wanted us to do, the world would be a much better place, but it would also be a much more boring place. We would not have conscious thought. We would not be any different to any of the other animals on this planet. Okay, but we were given the choice, and it is ours to do with as we will. Okay, so the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a little bit of disappointment. It's a little bit of drama. It's a fair bit of spying, and it's a little bit of learning. Okay, so there you go. The Queen of Swords and the Nine of Cups coming out for... Okay, we're going to do it like that. Okay, for the... what's coming to an end. Okay, so knowing the truth is coming to an end and not acting upon it. Okay, so the truth is out there. You know the truth. They know the truth. Everyone knows the truth. But no one's been acting upon the truth. They've been skirting around the truth like an elephant in the room. The truth is about how people feel. Okay, and quite often we don't actually tell people how we feel. We keep it all secret. We keep it all hidden behind the mask because we're worried we're going to hurt people's feelings, upset people, okay, especially in this day and age. Okay, so that is what's coming to an end. Not acting upon the truth of how you feel about a situation is coming to an end. How you feel about being left out in the cold. You just don't want to be left out in the cold anymore. You want to be accepted back into the family if it's a family affair. You want to be accepted back into a work situation if it's a work situation. You know the truth about it. Everyone involved knows the truth. You're not wanting to hold back your feelings. You want to let them flow. Because cups are all about flowing. There could be an element of financial loss involved in this for some of you. Perhaps you're not happy in a job and you're at the point where you're willing to jack it in and you're just going to jack it in. Perhaps you're not happy in a family situation and you're prepared to just walk away from all that, and that might cost you money in the long run. Okay, or property or something like that. Something financial. What's being reborn in its place though, yeah, like the sun, is coming out the Four of Wands. Is the card of commitment. Some tarot readers will call it the card of marriage. It's the minor arcana of the world. It's a new start. It's a celebration. It's a celebration of life in a nutshell. Births, deaths, marriages, christenings, birthdays, all those sort of things. And the want to work on something new, putting in with a team or perhaps just another person. It doesn't necessarily have to be a team, but there is a wanting to build a new foundation, build something bigger and better than what you had to start with. Crossing this is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, the Four of Pentacles is an energy of hanging on. Okay, this is kind of like a dream you've been hanging on to, a situation you've been hanging on to. It's something which, well, like the Death card, has appeared to be dead, but it wasn't. It was in a state of hibernation. It was in a state perhaps like a coma. In all intents and purposes, it was dead, done, dusted, but it was still kept alive by someone hanging on to this energy, not letting go of it fully. Okay, and this is what the commitment is about. This is what the new foundations is about. Let's try to get that back up and going again. Let's try to get this situation out of the coma. So let's see how this Sagittarian feels about this. Temperance. Temperance is a card of patience. It's a divine timing card. It's an angelic card. So it's very positive. This particular Temperance is holding the Ace of Cups. It's indicating it's a love card. Okay. But the angel's looking sorrowfully into that Ace of Cups. Is I have all this love and no one to give it to. Okay, the Tower, the Seven of Pentacles, Justice, and the Eight of Cups. Okay, the Eight of Cups is bookending the Tower. This is what they want to move away from. Okay, there is a tower in their life. This situation is causing a tower for them, be it the death of whatever's dying or the birth of whatever's coming out is creating a tower. But the thing with a tower coming down, it allows a new foundation to be built, a new tower to be built, if you will. So it is possible that this Sagittarian is in a relationship and that relationship is coming to an end. This is allowing the commitment and the foundation building from your side of things. And it could be that is what the Death card is all about. It could be the job, the whole thing. They've been fired, they've left, whatever. But whatever it is, it's left it's left their house in turmoil. Okay, but it's also left their life in turmoil. Whenever something like that slips out in a tarot reading, even if the tarot reader just glosses over it and doesn't really realize that they've done it, it is such an important thing. It means that house thing meant something to someone watching this. Okay, otherwise it would never have slipped out of my mouth. I've never referred to a tower as a house. Okay, but out it come. The house is coming down. The house is left in turmoil. And that's what I was going to say. The house is left in turmoil. I normally say it's shaking the foundations of someone's belief for the tower. Seven of Pentacles. It's another divine timing card. They're waiting patiently. Or that could be an energy of I'm just gonna sit this one out and watch it happen. Okay? Because the Seven of Pentacles, the other divine timing card popping out here, is telling us that it's been building for a long time. This is all about planting seeds, tending to them, and harvesting them when the time is right. Other ways of talking about this is it's the time is now right. You have already planted the seeds, they've already matured, and it's time to harvest in what you have put out there. That's what's happening. This has been building for a long time. If it's a work situation, the attitude at work, the mentality, the stresses, the targets, everything about it is have all been building one little pentacle at a time until eventually there was too many pentacles and I can't deal with it anymore. Bang, I'm off. Or you have a big row with someone and get fired for misconduct or something like that. It's a case of it is the time. The time is now. It is happening. Okay? And when I say the time is now, I don't mean you're literally watching this tarot reading while your whole life is crumbling down around your ears, or the Sagittarius's life is crumbling down around their ears while you're watching this tarot reading. I mean, it's going to be within the next few weeks. Okay? Timing from tarot is a shockingly bad thing. You would get some tarot readers saying, oh yeah, it's going to be 6 weeks because it's 6 pentacles or 7 pentacles. There you go. I even said it wrong because I don't subscribe to all that. It is going to be in the immediate future. Okay, for some of you, your Sagittarians may have already gone through this stage and you're now going through your parts of it. Okay, with the Justice is saying that they are getting their justice. They kind of brought this upon themselves, or possibly someone else brought it upon them, but it is justice for what they have done. It's a karmic justice, or possibly may have been a karmic relationship, and now that they've learned their lesson, it can come to an end and they can move on. Okay, and that's what the Eight of Cups at the end is. They're moving on from all this. Yes, the tower's come down. They knew it was coming. Okay, you know that your crop is going to be harvested at some time. Okay, with the whole Death card, you know that death is coming for us all. But it's yeah, okay, let's move on from this. Let's go on to the next cycle of life. Let's go on to what's coming next. Crossing all this is the Queen of Wands. They're just putting a brave face on it. They're not showing anyone how this is really, really affecting them. Okay, that's this energy, which is coursing all over this. You have to remember that. Everyone's pretending this isn't happening. They all know the truth, but they're not taking any action on it. Okay, everyone in this situation is just, yeah, it's okay, it's fine, it'll come out in the wash. Underneath that is the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is forward movement. It goes hand in hand with that 8 of Cups there. It's bold forward movement. It's like taking those steps you never thought you would take. It's like approaching that complete stranger and saying, I've noticed you around. I find you very attractive. Will you go to bed with me? Okay, they're song lyrics. Don't worry. And things like that. It's also a card of communication. It's not the card of communication. It's a card of communication. You can possibly expect communication from this Sagittarian. Okay, out of the blue. Okay, this might be going on in their life, and you might not know anything about it. They're keeping hush about it, just like everyone else is. Yeah, they might come forth and come clean with you and tell you everything. Okay, 6 of Wands, victory. Okay, I had carry on, what is it, Caesar? Carry On Caesar in my head? I think it is. It's an old film from the Carry On crew. Don't know if you've watched it, but Julius Caesar is saying, infamy, they've all got it in for me, and that's what I was thinking. Okay, as I was putting these cards out. Not so much victory, but infamy. Anyway, getting back to it, victory. It is a victory against the odds. Out of this crumble of towers and this new beginning, this new foundation being formed, this building on something new with the 3 of Pentacles up there, we are getting a victory we never thought we were going to get. This is primarily an outcome for you, Cancer. Okay, so you're getting a victory you never thought you were going to get. You've got the World coming out here, which is linking this to you, which links this whole situation up there to you. Okay, so this is the major arcana of that. It is a huge new cycle starting. It's not just like a little birthday, okay, and anything like that. It's a big milestone in life happening for you. Maybe your first child is being born, that sort of milestone. Perhaps you're getting married, that sort of milestone. Okay, it's not just a smaller celebration what happens in a little cycle. This is a big cycle. This is like a 20-year cycle, a 30-year cycle going on. Okay, the 10 of Swords. Yes, there may be an element you may feel betrayed by some people who were close to you. You may see their true colours and realise that they were always for the other side and not necessarily for your side, and were only on your side because the other side was on your side and all that. But it also indicates the end. Okay, after every 10 in the tarot deck, especially on the suits, comes an ace or a new beginning, which is there. And if you look, you've got 2 10s and then a 1. Okay, so after every 10 comes a new beginning. This is a big new beginning, though. This is a huge stage in your life coming, and you're coming into it off a victory. You're going to be feeling positive. You're going to be feeling courageous with it. The 2 of Pentacles is telling us that it's not going to be a smooth transition. There will be energies dragged in from the old cycle into the new cycle at the beginning, which you may have to deal with, tie up the loose ends before you can move on. With the Knight of Pentacles, this is an inevitability. It's going to happen at some point. If it don't quite fire on all cylinders this time round, it won't take long before this energy recycles back to you and you have a second or third try at it. Okay, you have to get everything just right. You have to, as I said, yeah, this is the expected outcome from the universe. We can get in the way of our free will. Yeah, but perhaps this could all be about a split up between you and this Sagittarian, and you've come close once or twice, but then you took them back, or they took you back. Yeah, eventually there will be no takebacks. Eventually you will end up in this situation. It's an inevitability card. The Knight of Pentacles always gets the job done, but it does take him a long time to do the job. Okay, he is a perfectionist. Everything has to be just right. Okay, crossing it is the 5 of Swords, and this is your free will. This is your free will coming across all of this. Things are coming to an end. You're getting offered a brand new start. There is some of the old energy being dragged into the new with you. You will eventually get out of the cycle which is there, ending. It's just a matter of when you decide to let yourself out. Okay, you're the one who keeps going back to it. You're the one who keeps it going. You're the one who keeps hanging on to it. That Four of Pentacles up there. Remember, someone's hanging on to this dead energy or this very inanimate energy. Now, the Five of Swords is all about sabotagement. Well, it's not all about sabotagement. It has lots of different meanings, but it is a card of sabotagement. It's a card of shooting yourself in the foot. It's a card of doing the wrong thing because you thought it was right at the time. Okay? And that's what I'm getting off here. You may have already gone back to this once or twice, or they may have already taken you back once or twice with your persuasive powers. The universe is worried that this time round, the bulk of you will go back to it again and go through some more crap and shit before finally accepting that it's just never going to work and I'm going to leave. Okay? So let's pop that back on the bottom of the deck. Shall we get something else off the universe? I think we shall. It's killing my arm, by the way. Yeah, I haven't told you that yet. I injured myself at work. Oh my god, I make it sound so dramatic. Dramatic. Oh, fuck it, you know, a big deal. It weren't. I just pulled a muscle while I was lifting a floorboard. Getting old and all that. Ooh, well, I'm not having everything from the universe, but I'll have that one. Okay. Haven't asked the universe what the hell is this. Just going to tell us what it wants. The Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay. This is an energy of getting off your high horse. Right. Now, while I'm shuffling this lot, I will carry on with my little story. Okay. So I hurt my arm or pulled a muscle in my arm while lifting some floorboards. And it hurts. It hurts a lot shuffling. And, ironically, it's making the tarot read so much more better. But I suppose that's because there has to be an exchange. Okay, I'm going through pain while doing these tarot reads instead of normally just sitting quite comfortably doing them. And well, the exchange for that, the extra sacrifice I'm making to the universe with that pain, the universe has given me an extra good read. So I have got a card that comes flying out. Oh, here it is. So the Seven of Wands in reverse. It's all about getting off your high horse, getting your defenses down, about this change, the Death card. If you've ever had any doubts about tarot being real, yeah, about tarot readers of any level actually reading energies coming from the universe, I'll just watch the last, like this one and the last two I've done. Watch Taurus and Gemini. Seriously, I think with the Taurus title, I said it was divinely led. I rarely say that about my tarot reading, okay, but it was divinely led. Okay, so I wouldn't normally clarify a question from the universe like this, but I am. Okay, so the Death card. Get off your high horse. Stop being defensive about letting go of it. Okay, that Four of Wands, that Four of Pentacles up there. Let go of the Four of Pentacles and let the new in. Okay, stop sabotaging yourself. That Five of Swords down there. Stop sabotaging yourself. It can't give me the Ten of Swords again, so it's giving me the Ten of Wands this time. It's an ending, and yet again, it's given me a new start afterwards. It's a passionate new start. Okay. And you might be looking at that Three of Wands and thinking, oh, well, that's not the Two of Pentacles. It's a 3 to start with and not a 2. Well, correct, it is. But the Three of Wands is all about setting the intention. The Two of Wands is about making a choice. Yeah? The Three of Wands is making everything right before you commit to the Four of Wands. Getting everything there. Tying up the loose ends. I said tying up the loose ends with this card. And that is what this Three of Wands is. Tying up the loose ends. Setting the intention. Getting everything into place. So you transition into that commitment well and good. The Ten of Wands, I did gloss it, so we will go into a little bit more. It's all about your burdens. This is causing burdens for you. The fact that you refuse to let the old go and the new in is starting to mount up, and it's causing burdens for you, just like any other dam in the world be it naturally made or man-made or artificially made, yeah, it will only hold back so much. And when that so much gets too much, it will break, it will collapse, it will fail, and then it lets everything out. That's always bad. Yeah, dams have like overflow points on them, so it can control what it lets out to stop the damage from happening. Five of Swords, that's the damage what's happening. Yeah, we're crossing it again. It is again, the universe is still worried that you will do the wrong thing. Okay, basically this whole read for you is let go of the old, move on to the new, and put one of those swords away. Yeah, if you put one of those swords away, you can heal. It turns into the Four of Swords. You can take some rest, you can take some relaxation, you can go on holiday. Okay, you could go on holiday with a Sagittarian, because they've got the Eight of Cups. They're currently wanting to get away from something as well. Okay, so there you go. That is your read. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does, that is fantastic. If it doesn't, don't worry too much. Not every read can resonate with you. I'm sorry it didn't. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. It helps me out no end. It helps my channel out. It helps my channel grow and get seen by more people. Thank you very much if you have subscribed to my channel. If you like my channel, fantastic. I will be setting up the members part of my channel soon, where I will be doing extras which only membership people will be able to see. I haven't quite worked out what I'm going to do with these extras, and that is what's holding up my membership part of my channel. So thank you for subscribing, and thank you if you're about to subscribe off this video. I greatly appreciate that as well. I don't see you all as numbers. I see you all as people, and you are all part of my tarot team. You all add the energy into these readings. You are all part of these readings, and without you watching these readings are nothing. So thank you. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will catch you all soon.